All right, it's 11 o'clock here at the KFYR Plus News Desk, and Americans spend on average, get this, 8 hours every month managing their health care for themselves or even for a loved one. And this hassle is putting our nation's health at risk. Dr. Bob Murray joins us now to share some tips on opening a digital doorway to their physician. Welcome, Dr. Murray. Thank you for joining us here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
You got it. Well, how does the concept of a digital front door allow patients access to their physician?
Yeah, well, you said that people are already spending a lot of time trying to manage their health care, but that time is not necessarily well spent. And so we encourage them to look for practices that use technology to make those communications between patients and practices easier. So maybe it's a practice that offers the online scheduling of appointments or allows them to message the doctor before the visit or after the visit, makes available their results. You can do prescriptions, pay your bills, all kinds of technological tools to help make that communication easier, help lower the hassle factor in healthcare, and that leads to better care.
So how does it function? What type of access does it provide for us, provide the patients in managing their healthcare needs?
Well, it varies a little bit by the practice. I mean, I'm from Next Gen Healthcare, and we provide technology to practices across the country. But it's the kinds of things that I'm mentioning, and a lot of it boils down to decreasing the friction, the time that it takes to communicate with the practice, to schedule an appointment, to pay a bill, to ask a medical question, to get a result. And that might be through the practice's website. It might be a patient portal. It might be an app on your phone. But the most advanced practices are taking full advantage of this to let people use their valuable time that they're going to be spending on their health care to get reliable answers and be able to discuss things offline with their doctors, not just over the phone or during a visit.
What kind of new options does the technology offer for ongoing health management?
Well, I think the whole concept of virtual visits, of course, we all learned during the pandemic. That's part of this suite of tools, but it's certainly becoming much more common for people to book the appointment online for their well visit or for a condition that they're having, for having those same day appointments available. And then it's also much more common to be interacting with the doctor, with the practice via these digital tools outside of the visit. So I'm a family doctor, I see patients. I think it's terrific if we're gonna change your medication or come up with a new treatment plan. I like that I feel confident that you know how to reach out to me if that's not going well, or if it is going well. You can shoot me a quick message through one of these digital front door tools that our practice offers, and let me know how things are going. And that you don't need a visit for that. You can do it 24/7. It's a convenient kind of thing. But lowering those barriers and reducing that hassle leads to better care. Otherwise, people are delaying care, or they don't discuss it with their doctor because they can't get an appointment for 3 weeks, etc.
Sure. We're coming off of last Friday, CrowdStrike, Microsoft update that upended a lot of things in the not only country but around the world. Are there any concerns over security and or patient privacy using the doctor front door?
Yeah, I think people are always right to be concerned, and it's fine to ask questions of your doctor or your doctor's practice about this kind of thing. I think healthcare software in general is safe and secure. It's certainly written with those things in mind. Of course, nothing is completely secure. I think the CrowdStrike event, it did bring some doctors' offices' systems down, but it's not felt that it was an insecure situation. It was just technology not being perfect, which it isn't.
Yeah, absolutely. How can healthcare be improved through this digital front door?
Well, again, I think it's a lot of like the additional convenience and people realizing that they don't have to wait 3 months to talk about things with their doctor. That the fact that they are able to go online in the morning, schedule a virtual visit to see their doctor over their lunch hour. They can schedule that visit, they can have the visit before they would even get to the doctor's office if they had to drive there. That kind of immediacy and convenience, and people looking for doctors' offices that offer that, because they're definitely out there, but that's leading to more connected care and better healthcare overall.
Sure. And how will technology, Doc, continue to make the doctor-patient relationship more productive and benefiting going forward?
I think there's all kinds of ways. I mean, one of the things that I'm most excited about that I've been using for a while is something called ambient listening. And so as I'm seeing a patient, I have technology in the room that securely listens to that conversation and then turns it into the start of my note for the record. And that allows me to not have to pay attention to the computer because I have like an AI note taker. But I can just pay 100% attention to the patient. So again, it's technology that's able to improve that connection between the people who are in the room by doing its job in the background.
And if somebody's interested in setting up this digital front door with their physician, I'm sure they would have to look to, I guess, the hospital or clinic that they're working with.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're a patient, you can usually tell from a practice's website, how kind of on the ball they are with this kinds of technology. And if you happen to work at a doctor's office or you're a provider yourself and you're interested, of course, you can check out our website at NextGen Healthcare at nextgen.com.
Dr. Bob Murray, thank you so much for your time this morning. Appreciate your expertise.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. All right, 6 minutes now after the top of the hour. Let's take a quick break here at the desk. We'll be right back with a look at your local news headlines next on KFYR Plus.